Welcome back, everyone. Today we're talking Transformers: The Rise of the Beasts. I don't have a very crazy, extensive history with Transformers. With that original trilogy, I remember seeing Dark of the Moon in the theaters in IMAX 3D, and I remember being scared because I was like 10, but also thinking that it was good and like a quality movie. With all these Transformers movies, I've always been freaked out of the idea that what if these guys are actually real? These like 30 feet tall robot alien talking killing machines were actually walking around, good or bad. That's just terrifying. And they transform into cars and they can just hide in plain sight. But this actual movie in particular is alright. The movie starts off, we see the villain, Scourge, and the way he's shot, it's actually intimidating. He's glowing, he sounds evil, he's, not a good dude, and he's working for the malicious Omnicron, Onicron, Omicron villain. He eats planets. The movie loves to remind the audience that he eats planets, therefore he is scary. This movie, as you can imagine, has some beasts, the Maximals, and they are very cool because the Autobots, they go from cars to humanoid. These people, the Maximals, they go from animals to humanoid. It was cool to see it on the big screen, a big ass gorilla transformer swinging around. And once again, it would be scary as hell in reality. Pete Davidson is in this film. He plays Mirage, and he is a normal transformer, except he's really cool. He's the best bud to the human counterpart of the movie. There's one main human, there's a secondary human that works in a museum, and she's really smart, and she's not being respected. Both of these humans, they're pretty because the whole thing in this movie is we've got the Transformers going, Autobots, we need to fight Omnicron, and we need the key and shit. The humans are like, wait. You guys are aliens from space that speak English and turn into our cars, and there's a guy here who's trying to eat planets? It's a little much, when it's a whole full-length film of just that. Now, the Autobots and the Transformers are not all dead serious like the villains are. Optimus Prime is. The Gorilla Optimus Primal is. But then Bumblebee is just, cool. He'll slip some naughty words in there. Badass and damn. And then Mirage, Pete Davidson, he's like the humor, very cool with the human. I believe it's time to get into some spoiler territory. So, Mirage, is fighting Scourge. Totally seems dead, lights are out. And then he wakes up, and then shoots the human, the male human, a Power Rangers suit. So the human basically wears this transformer, which has probably never happened in the history of the movies, even though this is a prequel. And, with all prequels, you're going to ask the question, why did they do this now, but then 20 years later, when they could have done this, they didn't do it? So it breaks it a little bit, and it's also just silly. My point is, this movie is alright. However, this freaking post-credit scene gets very interesting. The whole time, the male human has been looking for a job throughout the movie, and he finally gets to that job interview. And the interviewer is basically like, hey, we know you saved the world. We need people like you. And he pulls a book down the shelf or something like that, and boom, 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 it opens up to a big, crazy army base thing. The human looks at the card he was given, and it's G.I. Joe, baby. Like, what? I mean, it makes sense. They're both under Hasbro. They're both under Paramount. That's freaking cool. That's freaking interesting. Will that actually lead to a film? A full feature-length Transformers and G.I. Joe like team up film? Or is this just going to be a little thing? We don't know. We got to wait until we find out. But that's pretty freaking cool. Basically what they're doing is like many other film industries have done since Infinity War released is, oh, if we pool everyone we possibly can together in a film, people watch those. So that's about it. It was alright. Do you want to see it? I don't know. I just spoiled the whole movie for you. So I guess now you don't have to see it. But keep an eye and an ear out for this G.I. Joe Transformers crossover movie thing. And yeah, that's about it.